Welcome back to Everyday Journeys, the podcast where we dive deep into the ups, downs, and turning points of life. I'm Alex.
And I'm Maya. Today's topic is one that makes most people squirm a little: failure. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the end. It's often the beginning of growth, success, and resilience.
Absolutely. As Thomas Edison once said when inventing the light bulb, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset is what separates those who give up from those who keep going.
Let's start here. Why do we fear failure so much?
I think it's because society conditions us to associate failure with shame. In school, a failing grade feels like a label. You're not good enough. That sticks with us into adulthood.
Right. But failure isn't personal. It's feedback. It's like life saying, try another way. Yet we wrap it up with ego, identity, and judgment.
Let's get real for a minute. Maya, what's a failure that shaped you?
Oh, so many. But one stands out. I once launched a side business in college, thinking it would be huge. I put all my savings into it, and it flopped within months. I was embarrassed, but looking back, I learned budgeting, marketing, and resilience. Those skills helped me succeed later.
I can relate. I once bombed a job interview so badly I wanted to hide under a rock. But that failure taught me how to prepare, research companies, and practice communication. The very next interview, I nailed it and got the job.
See? Without that failure, you wouldn't have sharpened your skills.
Think about people like J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted, or Steve Jobs, who got fired from Apple before coming back to make it the giant it is today.
Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if they let failure define them.
They didn't just overcome failure, they used it as fuel.
So let's break it down. What lessons does failure actually teach us?
Humility. Failure grounds us. Adaptability. It forces us to change strategy. Perseverance. Success often comes to those who keep trying. Self-awareness. Failure shows us our blind spots.
I'd add one more: gratitude. Strange as it sounds, failure teaches us to appreciate small wins. Alex, how do you personally reframe failure?
I use the "what did I learn?" question. Instead of "why me?" I ask, "what's this teaching me?" That instantly shifts me from victim mode to growth mode.
That's powerful. I also remind myself of something I read in the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. She explains that people with a growth mindset don't see failure as a dead end, but as part of the process. That perspective changes everything.
Let's give our listeners some actionable steps. Pause and reflect. Don't rush to fix everything. Sit with the failure, feel the emotions, and process them. Extract the lesson. Write down what you learned. Even one insight is worth the pain. Adjust the strategy. Don't throw away the goal, just the approach that didn't work. Seek feedback. Others can see blind spots you missed. Keep moving. Take small actions forward to rebuild momentum.
Yes, and I'd also say, share your story. When we open up about our failures, it not only helps us heal, but inspires others.
Important point. How do we support a friend who's failed?
First, don't rush to fix it. Listen, let them feel seen. Second, remind them failure is human. And third, encourage them to keep going without judgment.
Exactly. Sometimes just hearing, "I've been there too," makes all the difference.
This reminds me of a story. A woman who failed at her corporate career pivoted into art, which became her passion and livelihood. Without that failure, she'd never have found her true calling.
That's beautiful. Failure often redirects us to what we're actually meant to do.
So if you're listening and you failed recently, remember, it's not the end. It's a stepping stone.
Right. Success is built on a pile of failures. Each mistake is proof that you're trying, growing, and moving forward.
That's it for today's episode of Everyday Journeys.
If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who need these conversations.
And let us know in the comments or reviews, what's a failure you've turned into a lesson? We'd love to hear your story.
Until next time, keep failing forward.